Hey guys, this is a weird setup. I don't think I've ever set up this way before. I've definitely filmed in this room before, but like, I don't think you guys have seen the footage. I think I might have scrapped it. If you hear the ice cream truck, I am so sorry. I can't control when it leaves. Actually, I think it just left. Yeah, so basically, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be talking to you guys about being in a graduate program for publishing. I'm a graduate student at Pace University. I don't know how to go about this video. I've just recently started watching videos on people in like grad school and like, you know, higher education, like medical school and law school. I feel like it's so interesting seeing people like vlog or like talk about like the careers they're going into, and I just wanted to make a video like that for myself because I'm also in higher education, you know. I'm also, you know, pursuing my Master of Science in Publishing at Pace University, and I just want to talk to you guys about like my experience so far, like the classes I've taken, just the publishing career in general, because I feel like my path kind of just like came out of nowhere, if that makes sense. Like it wasn't really necessarily, well, I'll just start from the beginning. Okay, so basically I graduated with my Bachelor of Fine Arts in Creative Writing, and I also minored in African American Studies last year, 2017. So I graduated my bachelor's. I've been a writer for several years. I've always loved reading and writing. It's always been a thing of mine. I'm a big nerd. I was initially gonna go for my Master of Fine Arts in Creative Writing. I had made that decision my sophomore year or junior year of college. Like I knew for a fact from the very beginning though that I was gonna get a graduate degree. I never intended on stopping after my bachelor's. So I was like, okay, I want to get my Master of Fine Arts. So from like, I would say like the end of sophomore year, beginning of junior year, I was already looking at graduate schools that I was going to apply to in my senior year of college, because that's when you typically like apply to grad school, like your senior year of college, if you want to go like right away. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna like create a list now and then like really dumb it down later. So I made a whole list, and by the time senior year came around, I had a good list of colleges I wanted to apply to. The application process wasn't fun, I'm not gonna lie. Like I usually like applications, like I'm a weirdo, like I like application processes. I like putting my information down. I like it being like official and like whatever. Like I didn't have a problem starting it, but I didn't know how hard it would be for me to write a personal statement and everything like that until it came down to me having to do it. And it was like really surprisingly so hard to write about myself. I feel like that really affected me in terms of just like, you know, the acceptances and rejections I got. In general, from what I researched online, it's really hard to get accepted to a good Master of Fine Arts program in creative writing. It's really competitive, very difficult. They don't accept a lot of people at once. A lot of people, like from I've seen on forums and stuff, have like been trying to get into like the program of their dreams, or just like a really good program where you don't have to like pay anything. They give you stipends for it. Like I've seen people trying to get into grad school for creative writing for like 4 years, 5 years, it ranges. People have been trying, and I did not want that to happen to me. I wanted to get into a grad school instantly. I don't believe in taking breaks. For myself personally, I know there are a lot of people out there who don't mind like taking a 2, 3 year, 4 year break in between getting their degrees. Me, I know myself, I'm a very lazy person. Like I know like if I spend too much time out of school that I'm just not gonna be in the right headspace to go back. So I just wanted to get everything out of the way. I knew I wanted to get a graduate degree, so I knew that once I was out with my bachelor's, I wanted to go straight into grad school. No questions asked, no breaks, nothing. So I was really stressed and anxious about getting into a graduate program for creative writing, because initially that was what I wanted to do. Fast forward like January in my senior year, I started getting like answers back. So I got a lot more rejections than acceptances. I think I only got accepted to like 2 colleges, and I got waitlisted at like 2, and I got like rejected everywhere else. And I went to visit one of them that was nearby, and I didn't go into it really thinking I was gonna like it a lot, but from the coziness and just small just like environment and atmosphere of the program itself in the college, and meeting the director, who kind of has like a quirky personality like I do, I kind of just like really like connected with what the program was really about, and just like the director itself. And so I was so excited to like put my deposit down and to like start thinking myself as that college's student for the next year, for the next school year, because I was really excited to be a graduate student. You know, I got accepted to that college and I was really excited to go, and I thought it was going to be perfect. And so around the time I was about to graduate, things happened with the program that I was going to go to. Like things didn't really work out. There was like a change in power. There were a lot of changes being made to the program itself. even the director himself. You know, I had been contacting him, asking him about updates about the program and stuff like that, and he hadn't gotten back to me until like the very last minute. And he had said it was because, you know, he didn't know how to explain to me that a lot of things were changing. Like, he's not even the director anymore, which, you know, I don't know. I think they were like defunding the arts in that school, and so there was a lot of things going on that I didn't want to deal with. It was unfortunate because I already put in my deposit, which is like $200, I think, to like attend. So I lost that money because it was non-refundable. And so I really just struggled after that a little bit, because I didn't want to go to the other college I got accepted to. I wasn't really interested in that college. And so I was kind of left with just nothing. You know, I had graduated and I didn't have a job because I didn't really work through college. My parents didn't let me work through college. So I didn't have a job. I didn't have a graduate school to go to in the fall. So I was really just left with like no money and like not even a school to go to for the fall. So as you can imagine, it was really kind of just like, what now? So basically I had to like obviously find a work. Obviously I need to like make money. So I was applying all summer. That summer was by far the most stressful summer. It was a very mixy summer. Let's just say that. It was hard, and it was really hard to find work as well. I had some experience but not too much experience, so I wasn't getting job offers or interviews even that whole summer. And it wasn't until that I was in the middle of the summer, I think it was around July, like maybe like before or after the 4th of July, you know, Independence Day, that I remembered in my search of like looking for Master of Fine Arts in Creative Writing programs, I was on Pace University's website and I was looking to see if they had an MFA program, and I just saw that they didn't have that, but they had a publishing program. And that kind of was like interesting to me because I had never seen or heard of a program dedicated to publishing before. And so I clicked on it. I might have like skimmed the page a little bit, but didn't really like read into it because I wasn't interested in publishing. So I kind of just like left that, but I made a mental note because it was a very interesting like thing that I've never seen before. So I made a mental note of that. And then for some reason in like July, I kind of just like remembered that. And so I went on the website again and really like read into it. I really like read the website, read the classes that were involved in that, you know, degree, and just faculty. I went on the blog that they have and just like really read more into the whole publishing thing. And then I just went on Google and just looked up publishing in general. And I was like, okay, I mean, this is a little interesting. Because at that point you have to keep in mind that I didn't have a graduate program to go to. Therefore, if I wanted to go to graduate school again, which I definitely wanted to, I would have to reapply for either the January semester, like the spring semester, or for the next year. And I really had to make a decision whether or not I wanted to go through that process again. And like if I really wanted to go from MFA in creative writing, because I hadn't initially planned on what I was going to do for work after I got that degree. Like the only reason really that drove me to wanting to get in my MFA was because I love writing so much, not necessarily because there's a specific career I wanted to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously I want to be a writer, I want to be an author one day, I want to like write and publish a book, but that's not like a job, you know? Like most authors, unless you're like rich and you don't have to worry about bills and shit, most authors need to have a day job so that they can like, you know, keep up their writing on the side and like, you know, do what they love, but also like obviously be practical and like have a job to like support themselves. Support themselves. And so I was already looking for work, so that was already done with, but like I needed to like make a decision whether or not getting my MFA was practical or not. Like do you really need a degree in writing to be a good writer? Well, a lot of famous authors don't have degrees in writing, so the answer is obviously no, you don't need an MFA degree. I just really wanted it. And I still kind of do, but you know, we're gonna talk about it a little later maybe. I was researching the program. There was an information session like August, like online information session. So I kind of went in on that and we were allowed to ask questions. Like the person that was like, conducting the information session was the director of the program and like a student who was in it already, and they were answering questions as they were coming in. And then like the more and more I read into it and really just researched everything about it, I kind of got a good feeling about it. I kind of like felt really comfortable with the idea that with this degree I could go into pretty much a lot more avenues than I would be able to get into if I was to get a master's in writing. Because really, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, obviously, like maybe I'm just not informed enough, but like from what I understand, the only thing you can really do with an MFA degree is that it's a terminal degree, which means that you can teach college. And that's definitely something that I wouldn't mind doing later on in the future. Like teaching is definitely something I want to do in the future, but like not something I would want to do now. But I really just had to spend that summer just thinking to myself, okay, do you really think you should like apply to these programs again? just because you just want to write for 2 years, or should you apply to this publishing program? Because apparently there are so many different departments within the industry of publishing that you could do, that even if you don't like one, you can just go to another, or it doesn't even have to be within publishing. Like, you can even get into media with this degree. Because what I like about the Pace University program is that it's not only geared towards just people who want to like be editors, you know. They have classes for like people who are interested in marketing, people who are interested in subsidiary rights and contracts, people who are interested in publicity and different kinds of publishing, like digital publishing, which is like a big thing, you know, in this new age of like innovation and technology. You know, if you want to get into digital publishing and ebooks, you can do that. If you want to get into book publishing, you can do that. Magazine publishing, media. And I think it was the fact that I can get into different mediums within this one field, and even within this one field, just different things, marketing, editing, publicity, that really attracted me, because I'm not a person who knows what I want to do in my life. I already mentioned before that teaching is definitely something I wouldn't mind doing, but I definitely have a lot of other interests, and some things I'm not even aware of yet. And I don't think I can be tied to one job for 40 years. I don't think that's me. I don't know for a fact if that will be me in a few years, where I'll just love a job and just want to be there forever. All I know is that I have different interests and I want to pursue everything that I can. So I love the idea that this degree, from what it looked like on the website, I can go to different kinds of fields within the industry of publishing. So with that, I started my application in like August, September, or maybe July, maybe like late July. After the information session in August, I might have really just like started my application. And so I sent in my personal statement, I uploaded my unofficial transcript, or official transcript. Yeah, I sent in my official transcript. I did everything I had to do, and I got accepted fairly quickly. Thank God that they accept people for January, because I don't know what I would have done if I had to wait a whole year to go back to school. Because by December, I got accepted like late September. That was the only school I applied to, by the way. I didn't apply to any other publishing program or anything else. I didn't pursue anything else. I only applied to that one program. By early December, like, I was like antsy. I was like, yo, I want to go back to school. Like, right now, I can't be out here no more. So I started my first semester of grad school in January. I took digital issues and publishing, editorial principles and practices, and what else did I take? I took general interest books, which covered acquisitions, marketing, editing. It was kind of a course where everything that is in the publishing industry all into one. It was like a one general course of every department within the publishing industry, publishing company, you know. So I took those 3 courses and I did well my first semester. Didn't do as well as I could have done, because I'm notorious for being really lazy and I procrastinate and I just like don't hand in assignments sometimes, but I did well. I didn't end badly. So far, I've really been learning a lot about publishing. They have a wide selection of classes you can take that have to pertain to like either books or magazines. They even allow you to take some business classes if you're into that. One con I have for the program though is that they have a very poor selection of classes per semester. A lot of classes are online, so there are people who are like different countries or like across the country like in this program with me. They just are digital, you know, which is really cool. I'm an in-person kind of gal. Like, I never took any online course when I was getting my bachelor's, so it was kind of different for me to like take classes online. Like, I took 2 out of 3 of my classes my first semester online, so it was really weird for me. Even this semester, I'm taking 1 class online, 1 in person, and I'm doing a thesis this semester as well. I took 2 classes over the summer. One wasn't technically a class, it was like internship, and like you're required to take an internship sometime during your degree because you have to then do a thesis, which everyone's required to do. So I did an internship in the summer and I'm doing the thesis this semester. I don't know what that's about. Don't ask me. I'll let you know eventually when I figure that out, but I don't know yet. And I also took an online class over the summer. So I'm already 15 credits in. This semester I'm taking 3 classes, so that's 9 credits as well. So that's about 24 credits that I'll have by the end of the semester. So I will be able to graduate by next spring, which is really exciting. I feel like I've just gone into this school, but like I'm already like about to be out, so that's real cool. But yeah, that's just like a whole overview of like my kind of graduate course of study so far. I wish I had thought to make a video like this when I first started, because then I don't know, it would have been way more interesting coming along the journey with you. I feel like I'm like right smack dab in the middle of it and I'm about to be over with soon. But like I'm thinking about doing like vlogs about it, but like I don't know if you guys would be interested in doing that. There's a few videos out there, but like not a lot. I don't think there's a lot of people out there talking about publishing, and it's a really big industry. But yeah, so far so good. I mean, I've got, like I said, an internship over the summer. It was unpaid. I got another internship this month for this semester. Thank God. I'm trying my best to stay on top of stuff because I want to do really, really well this semester. So that's everything I think that I need to mention about publishing and my program. I'm very proud, I should say, to be getting my master's of science in publishing. Like, it wasn't really until I got into this degree program that I realized the kind of opportunities that I have available to me. If there's anything else that I've missed or any questions you might have, if you have any other questions about publishing or just about the program itself at Pace, you can just let me know and I'll answer them for you. I don't want to be like the spokesperson for the program because, again, I couldn't find anyone else who was in the program with me or like before me and graduated who, you know, are talking about the experience online. I guess I'll be the first one, and I'm not gonna try and be the spokesperson for the program. I will answer any questions that I can down below if I can, and I'll direct you to like a link on the website or an email or something like that, like to a contact if you want to have more questions about the program itself, if I can't answer your question for you. But yeah, guys, that's the video. Follow me on my Instagram here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.